what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of community
Partnership.
partnership. Yeah.
Right.
And looking forward, feeding off of that, looking forward, like I look at this where we are right now as a group, this is really just the tip of the iceberg. This is the beginning of what could really turn into something, and we're all sharing this passion for actually making a difference here, and that's really encouraging. That I've got a group who's doing this, and we're all so into it, and we all want to learn so much more, and we're all hungry for the knowledge of the Montagnard community, and that can only, I guess, relate or turn into result in something positive.
Right. I agree. I felt the same way, and I'm so excited that we're all still excited. I know someone had mentioned that earlier. That was neat. That we started off excited, we continue to be excited even at the end of the semester, and I feel like we've just gotten more interested the more information that we get about this community, because we're actually learning how we can be of assistance and how we could actually help them, what we can do, how we can be effective. And I'm looking forward to what we'll be able to do in upcoming semesters.
One of the things about the interviews that I think we did a really good job about was hitting different areas. So we got different perspectives. We talked to Miss Jackson at the elementary school. So we tapped into this new generation that is going to define these people for the next many years. We got Mr. Nanyin, who was the first, and I appreciated how honest he was about being so scared. Like, you come here, you have worked really hard to learn the language, but still, like, you're a complete outsider. You don't understand, you don't have transportation, you're just kind of dependent on people. And he took from that, he didn't want to be dependent. He wanted to be self-sufficient. He wanted not only to be self-sufficient, but to give back to the community, and he has done just that. His story was incredible.
It really was, and not just the overall experience, but these individuals gave us some very specific things to think about. And I know that interview changed me as a person, and when he made that mention about America just being so abundant, and his term for abundance in America was so much rice. And so he still had that that currency to him was rice. That level of abundance was a commodity. And whereas we look at electronics and we look at vehicles and we look at all these high-end goods that really to us stand for abundance, to him it was the commodities of life, it was the basics of life, and having those things in abundance was true abundance. And that taught me a lot.
I just want to close, I guess, by saying how awesome it's been, and what an absolute pleasure it's been to work with all of you on this project, and to have it culminate at the end of the semester as it is now. I just want to thank you guys, and I'm looking forward to us taking the next step together.
I agree. Lisa, to just go a little further with what Kent said, I've really enjoyed getting to know each one of you through this project, and getting to see too how we've each grown in our level of commitment to a community outside of our comfort zone. And it's been really amazing working on this project with you all.
I agree. I feel like we've all brought a lot to this project, and I appreciate all the hard work that you've all done. I was kind of nervous about group work, but y'all it's been great. I really appreciate it.
I agree. I've just felt so completely thankful, and I think one of the things I've greatly appreciated too is how not only we've had this enthusiasm, but we've channeled it into some creativity, and we had a lot of confidence to be able to say, yes, I know that the assignment is this, but we truly wanted to extract something unique and special and endearing, and having the website and doing all these things that we've done. For example, putting these interviews onto the DVDs and the CDs. It's interesting to know that these things are going to be available and accessible to people, and not just sitting on a shelf somewhere collecting dust. That it's going to be out in the public's hands and in future classes. And to me, that's been a tremendous experience to be a part of such a great project, and you guys have just been absolutely wonderful, and I appreciate it.